I am humbled, happy, and hopeful to be part of this event today. I am humbled because this is in memory of perhaps the first freedom fighter of India who lit the fire of national freedom movement long before others woke up. They gave their life. I'm talking about Maruti brothers. They gave their life by lighting the fire of India's independence, by giving it a conceptual framework, Jambudvip Pragadanam. This is a freedom for the whole of India. I am humbled because I am participating in the event in the memory of such a great sons of India. I am also humbled because that declaration was pasted at a place here in Trichy, Sri Rangam Temple. This holy place. I am happy because I find there are people who still remember Maruti brothers. There are people, there are young students who are well informed about the calendar of their sacrifices. It's because when I came a little over 2 years back to Tamil Nadu, I wanted to have a list of freedom fighters of Tamil Nadu. And the list that I got from the state government, it had just a few names, less than 40, and there was no mention of Maruti brothers in that list. It took 1 year for me when I started meeting the people, because before that I was in Nagaland, a small state. A small state of Nagaland had more than 1,000 freedom fighters. More than 1,000. How could a state of Tamil Nadu would have only a handful? And then out of curiosity, when I started making inquiries, then I realized that there were several thousands freedom fighters from this land. Several thousands who gave their life for the freedom of our motherland. And when I didn't find mention of Maruti brothers, not many people talking about him or about them, I was disappointed. But I am hopeful today when I see so many young people who know about Maruti brothers, who know about their sacrifices, and I am hopeful that you will be the torch bearers of the history, the proud history of our place, our people. A few days back, I read in the newspaper, and then I verified it was true, that Sivagangai district, which was the seat of activities of Maruti brothers, which was the center of revolt against the British, that was the place from where the ideas and warriors spread out to liberate our motherland. In that district, prohibitory order has been issued for people not to assemble. Or from 23rd, from today, till 31st of October. More than 5 persons cannot assemble. People from other districts cannot come. And when I found the reason, what was the reason behind? The prohibitory order mentions that in 2012, 11 years back, there were some law and order incidents during this period, and some people were killed, unfortunate. And so that's the reason that mass celebration of these heroes, their sacrifices have been prohibited by an order, proclamatory order, under the Code of Criminal Procedure. I was shocked. I was shocked and outraged, in fact, because a law and order incident may happen. It is for the administration, it is for the government to resolve the tension, to see that the people who have differences, they come together and celebrate the event of national importance. But instead of that, 11 years down the line, anticipating that there would be clashes, this celebration of these great heroes and their sacrifices have been prohibited. I find it difficult to understand. I feel outraged. Remember, for a moment, if anyone, the leaders of a political party or their people, those who were before, if on their anniversary days, if there were some law and order incident, would they prohibit celebration of their day in subsequent years? They would not. There are many icons which the government has been celebrating and worshipping on any of their days. If there is a law and order incident, will they stop it? No. But when it comes to the national freedom fighter, it is prohibited. Saying that one is Maruti Brothers, another is the day from 23rd to 31st is Muthuramalingam Thevar. Another great national freedom fighter, a great associate of Netaji, who suffered for the freedom of our country. Today, it pains me that these leaders have been reduced to a caste leader. The person who fought for the freedom of the entire country. The people, those who did not discriminate or distinguish between caste, today they have been reduced to caste leader. These national freedom fighters, if they were celebrated by the state, people would have joined. But since the state is trying to erase them from the memory of the people, it has been removed from the textbook of school textbooks, their contributions, though occasionally on their anniversaries, leaders go and put some flowers, obviously for the vote banks, for getting the vote. But the fact that their acceptance, their recognition by the government, by the authority is not there, people start forgetting. But then the community from which these leaders came, that community cannot forget. And moreover, here is a society which is badly fragmented along caste lines. I have not come across any state in India where students go to school wearing the caste band. It is shocking. A society has been so fragmented in terms of caste. And when you have fragmented in terms of caste, and when the national hero is forgotten by the authorities, caste owns up. And this leader, the national leaders have been reduced to caste leaders today. And so, tensions happen. And you prohibit the celebration. Why? Why this have done? Why it is that their memories, they try to erase from the popular memory? Why is it that because the state, the authorities don't celebrate, they are reduced to the caste leaders and they do Guru Puja and all? Answer is simple. Because the people, they feel scared when they talk about national freedom movement here. Because those in authority, they are shy of talking about national freedom movement and national freedom warriors. When I see persons like Maruti Brothers being reduced to caste leader, I wonder if Mahatma Gandhi, Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, Sardar Patel, Shahid Bhagat Singh, if they were born here in Tamil Nadu, they too would have been reduced as caste leaders. Such is the situation here today. I think this is not acceptable. We cannot forget those who gave their life, who gave their blood for the freedom of our country. You know, this is ingratitude. And there is a curse of Tiruvalluvar. Tiruvalluvar, he elaborates the virtue of gratitude. And then he says, those who kill gratitude, those who forget to remember those who have given their life for them, they have no salvation, they have no future. Kural 110. Say nandri kondra magar ueville. It says, en nandri kondrarkum ueundam. Ueville shay nandri kondra magarku. This curse of Tiruvalluvar will fall on those who are trying to forget these great people by virtue of it is their life. They gave their life so that we are all here enjoying our freedom. All through the national freedom movement, they started counter-freedom movement. And counter-freedom movement was built around this Aryan, Dravidian and divide. Domination of the Aryan, domination of the North. And so they started destroying the institutions that had defined this place. I have always maintained Tamil Nadu is a Punya Bhumi. This is a land of great spiritual leaders, Siddhars, Rishis. This is a land which has produced large number of warriors. When Mahakavi Bharati said, Vedam udayadu in the Nadu, Nalla Virar Piranda in the Nadu, this is Tamil Nadu. But how can they face those who observed 15th of August 1947 as a black day? When the country was celebrating, when the people were celebrating, they observed it as a day of mourning. These are all facts of history. And that is why they are mortally scared of talking about national freedom movement and national freedom movement warriors. They try to downplay them. Symbolically, they have to do. They cannot help, but they have to observe the Republic Day, Independence Day. They cannot completely forget Mahakavi, so Mahakavi has to be there. At times, Velu Nachiyar, I am so happy to see so many Velu Nachiyar sitting here. But the spirit is not there. We have to keep it. A people cannot be ungrateful. If we have to move forward with dignity, with grace, with heads high, we must remember our past, which is glorious. The sacrifices, I often go and talk when I visit Delhi and other places and tell the people, try to educate the people that look, the first national freedom war or movement, or I could call it, the first war of independence was not 1857, it was 1801.